Welcome back to Trending Headline Therapy, where we slow down, look at what's actually happening in the world, and process it together. And today I need to start with something serious. Because while a lot of us were watching the World Cup this weekend, and we will get to that, missiles were flying over Bahrain and Kuwait early this morning. We are talking about an active military conflict involving the United States, Iran, and now two Gulf nations that most Americans couldn't find on a map. And that's exactly why we need to talk about it. Okay, let's back up because this didn't start this morning. Back on February 28th, the United States and Israel launched a massive joint strike on Iran, targeting military sites, government infrastructure, and leadership. President Trump said it was about stopping Iran's nuclear program and initiating regime change. Iran hit back, hard. They launched missiles and drones at U.S. military bases across the Gulf. Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE. They targeted the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain. Residential buildings were hit. People were injured. A ceasefire was eventually reached in April. Both sides signed a memorandum of understanding, and for a while, it held. Then this week, someone fired on an oil tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. struck Iranian radar and missile sites in response. Iran said that violated the ceasefire. And this morning, they launched again. Missiles and drones into Bahrain and Kuwait, targeting U.S. military bases, but hitting civilian areas too. Bahrain's air defense intercepted most of them. Kuwait's did too, but debris fell on residential neighborhoods. An 11-year-old girl was injured in Bahrain. People are being told to stay inside and not touch anything suspicious on the ground. So, here's what I want us to actually process. The Strait of Hormuz, which Iran has been threatening to close since this started, is one of the most important shipping lanes on the planet. About 20% of the world's oil flows through it. If that closes or stays closed, gas prices here spike. Supply chains get hit. This is not a faraway problem, and here's what gets me. Both sides keep saying the other violated the ceasefire. The U.S. says Iran fired first on a tanker. Iran says the U.S. struck them first. And meanwhile, regular people in Bahrain wake up to air raid sirens this morning. An 11-year-old kid gets hurt by shrapnel. Kuwait shuts down parts of its airport. Trump responded this morning and threatened to, quote, militarily complete the job if Iran doesn't stop. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's right and who's wrong in a conflict this complicated. What I will tell you is this. When world leaders start using phrases like complete the job while missiles are still in the air, that is a moment that deserves your attention. We are closer to a broader regional war right now than most people realize. And most of us are just watching the World Cup, which, I get it, I was too. But this is the therapy part. We can hold both things. We can enjoy life and stay informed. That's actually the whole point of this channel. So, I want to ask you something in the comments, and I genuinely want to read these. Do you think the U.S. should be involved in this conflict at all? And if you have family in the military, or you're paying attention to gas prices, or you just have a gut feeling about where this is headed, tell me. Because that's what this community is for. This story is going to keep moving this week. I'll be back with updates as it develops. If you're new here, this is Trending Headline Therapy. We take the headlines everyone's talking about, slow them down, and actually process what they mean for real people. No yelling, no spin, just real talk. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming, because this week is going to be a lot. And I'll see you next time.